So, I've stepped into the world of Tibia, pretending to be a new player. I made a fresh account, new character, and here we go. The game changed so much that I wasn't pretending anymore, because in the beginning, I actually felt like a new player. I had to finish the tutorial, which required me to kill the goblin intruder. Everything is slowed down, like you see the fighting is paused so you can learn the basics. This is not how the actual game is. After dealing with the intruder, I moved on and I was allowed to choose my class. I went for the monk, as last time I played Tibia, this class did not exist. Also, this game had no sound. To make this video a bit longer, I will now tell you a little about the game. What is Tibia? The biggest question. Tibia is one of the oldest MMORPGs that is still alive today. It was released on January 7th, 1997, with the record of 64,028 players online at a time in the year 2007. Now, in 2025, I saw the number of players reach 18k, but the actual number of players was much higher. There is also thousands of people playing on private servers. For example, at the time of recording this, there was 24,000 players online. The best thing about Tibia is that there is no limit to what you can achieve. It just doesn't end. Plus, it gets updated often with new content since 1997. Now, back to the video. I've walked further on and met an NPC named Viola. Viola had a mission for me to find a lost book. She told me she's seen a ghost take it and disappear somewhere in the mines. Before I could move on to the main continent and earn unlimited amounts of gold so I can buy everything I desire, I had to reach level 8. So I went into the mines and started gaining experience by killing monsters. This other player that was running around this area threw some gold at me, but I didn't pick it up because I was too busy typing my question, which was about the location of the book for Viola. She didn't know where it was. But a few minutes later, I actually found it, and now I was ready to go back to Viola and tell her the good news. By completing this mission, I gained enough experience to reach level 8, and I was now ready to leave the starting zone and go to the main continent to start earning huge amounts of gold. The way I remember it is that I was able to choose a city I wanted to go to, but it has changed, and I was teleported to a place I did not recognize, and for a second I actually felt a bit lost. I was supposed to click the statue, which I found out later. This statue teleported me to another island. On that island, I found a cave filled with rabid wolves and a troll that was quite strong. Later, I left the cave to find an NPC that could transport me to the city named Venor, from which I would be able to reach the place where I can start earning gold. And there it was, Venor. When I entered the city, I changed my outfit to something a little bit more old school. I realized that my level and skills are a bit too low, so I went back to the island I was getting lost on and used the offline training statue, which surprisingly can be used by free account players now. I logged back in the next day and I advanced my fist fighting skill to level 27. Then I went back to the cave with the rabid wolves, as this cave makes it easy for new players to even reach level 20. After reaching level 15, I purchased some spells from the boss guy in the temple. Then, I finally reached level 16, which I hoped will make it easier for me to stay longer on the hunt from where I wanted to earn gold. First, I tested my strength against the troll that few levels back took me a while to kill. Now, it was easy. I needed some new equipment, so I went to check the market to see what I can buy, and the only item I could find were blade legs. So I bought them. Then I went to a shop nearby to a guy named Sam. I bought a helmet and a new weapon. I then went to the temple, which was south from where Sam's shop was. I asked the monk inside the temple for something called the Adventurer Stone. It gives you the stone for free. I think you're supposed to receive one when you move to mainland, but I never did. When you click on the stone while being inside any temple in the game, it will teleport you to Adventurers Guild Hub, where you have offline training, a bank and some other useful stuff, like a all-in-one place. After getting the stone and visiting the hub, I went back to Venor, and I rented a horse which cost 500 gold per day. This is a mount that can be used by free account players, and it gives you a speed bonus. My next destination was the Amazon camp, a place that is close to the city and can be accessed by free account players like me. Luckily, no one else was there on a Saturday morning, so I started hunting, and the item I was looking to loot was a protective charm. as each of them can be sold to other players on the market for quite a high price, and it will always sell as it is used for imbuing weapons for a certain amount of time. I'm not sure if it was 12 hours or 24 hours. I gained 4 levels without leaving the camp and reached level 20. I already had 32 protective charms. So, to give you an idea of how long this will take, I had to eliminate 461 Amazons, which took me 2 hours. I did loot another 8 protective charms before going back to sell them. As a free account player, I cannot create sell offers, so I had to sell to people that were buying it for a bit lower price, which was still good, as each protective charm sold for 3,200, earning me a total of 128k. So, as a new player with a free account, you can earn 128,000 in 2.5 hours, which can give you a very good start in the game. In the game you gain +1 speed every level. So, I used the gold to buy boots of haste, which cost 30k. Those boots give you +20 speed, meaning you'll run as if you had 20 more levels. I decided to go try the elf camp, which is also in the north, but to the east. I thought I was recording, but I realized when I got there that I wasn't. As you can see in this area, everything is on fire, and there are elves called the fire starters running around. Normally, it's normal elves, until we release the red ones, and then on the server save the next day this area will be full of them. Normal elves and fire starters both drop an item called the Elvish Talisman, which is also used for imbuing weapons, which means this place is also good for making money on a low level. What I noticed is that the monk is quite resistant to damage, because I think any other class will take a lot more damage here, but I might be wrong. I went back because I was taking too long to kill them, so it was kind of wasting time. It's better to go there when you're a bit stronger. Elvish talismans on the market are being sold for 5.5k and people buy them for 4,500, so there's also a lot of money to be made here. I only managed to get 2. Prices for protective charms and Elvish talismans shouldn't be much different on other servers. I later went back to the Amazon camp to loot more protective charms, and I managed to get another 19. I also sold them on the market, and then I logged out of the game before I got addicted to playing it again, because it was already starting to happen as I was forgetting that I'm making a video. This video is not perfect. I hope you enjoyed it, at least some of it, and thank you for watching if you did. Some last words from me before the video ends. Tibia has a lot to offer. It's a huge world with many things to do once you get to know the game. Even for free account players, there's more you can do without premium now than you could back in the days. So it's definitely worth trying. And if you want to buy premium, it's at a reasonable price and also can be earned in game, but on lower levels it might take a while. The game has never been pay to win, as you can't buy power with money. You can only buy stuff like temporary boost to experience, mounts and outfits. And if you don't know something, you can always check websites like this one, which should provide all the help needed. So, if you never played Tibia and you are interested in starting to play, keep in mind that some people that started 15 or 20 years ago have not stopped playing to this day. And even when you think you quit for good, you always come back.